Are you ready for story time? I've still got this bloody croak, from having the flu. Honestly, just won't go away. But anyway, let's continue from my stories that I started yesterday about my business from the beginning right up until now. Right then, so now we've got a name for the business. I've started my business plan. I've been conversating with my partner, with my mum, with my children, my friends, talking about it all the time at work, at the hostel I used to work at with my friend Leslie. That's all we used to do, talk about starting locks and natural hair care. But now I need some funds, I need some revenue, and I need a building. How am I going to do this? Anyway, somehow, maybe someone told me, I can't remember, but I was privy to find out about the Prince's Trust. And if you don't know about Prince's Trust, the Prince's Trust is available to help people start up their own businesses from, I believe, the age 18 up until 29. And let me tell you, at this time I was literally like 28 or just about to be 29. So I'd already started my business plan. I'd just followed what I found on the internet. In those times, internet was okay, but it wasn't as good as it is now. And also books, because I am someone who likes to read books. So I went to Waterstones, one of my favourite shops. I used to spend hours in there with my children looking at books, especially the self-help type of ones, the positive ones. And so I kind of knew how to do a business plan from that. Plus, when I just left school, I actually did business studies. I absolutely hated it, I didn't like it at all. But my one little year that I did there, and please don't look at this nail varnish, my gosh, it's coming off. The 1 year that I did on the course, I actually learned something. I learned quite a lot. Even though I was like, I'm never going to need this. I'm never going to need it. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't like it. That was a 16-year-old me. Nah, ridiculous. Okay, so Prince's Trust set up a meeting for me to see them once a week, I think it was, to get the business plan done. So I had a meeting with one of the consultants there. He had a look at my business plan and he was like, right, when do you want to start your business? And this time it was about January. And I was like, well, maybe next year. This is January of 2007, I think. Yeah. Or it might have been like the December of 2006. I mean, we're talking a long time ago. Anyway, so, no. I was like, next year, yeah, I'll be fine starting next year. And it's like, why so long? I said, what do you mean so long? That's how long it's going to take me, isn't it? To get started. I mean, it's not like I can start now. And they said, well, who said you can't start now? Well, I've not too long had a baby. My baby was only a few months old and I was getting ready to go back to work after being on maternity. So, so I was like, that's why. Next year. And they was like, no. You could start like within the next couple of months because you could get the funding. You just have to go to the panel. I was like, well, how many is on the panel? It says up to 5 people. And I said, really? Up to 5 people on the panel? Yeah. So a little bit of panic set in, I can't lie. Even though I am used to doing like presentation and stuff because I used to have to do it at college, okay? And talking in front of people, I still get nervous. Up until now, I get nervous doing them things, you know what I mean? But it was like, your business plan, you put it together. It's basically just about your plan. So they're just going to ask you questions on it. I was like, oh, God. Okay, so I needed to go and find a property, get all my numbers together as well properly. And what he did was he put me forward to go in front of a panel. Yeah, listen, I think I can still feel the nerves now. This hour is a panic mode. But anyway, I proceeded. So flash forward about a month. Yeah, so a month has passed, and I'm ready now. I'm ready for this panel, and I've worked out that all I really need to get started and to buy my first lot of equipment and stuff is like, and to pay my first rent down is like £2,000. £2,000, you know. It's not that now. Bloody hell. I mean, even that wasn't enough. I needed more. Even though I did my numbers, I did it very, cheaply, on the cheap. So I get in that room, and there's actually a panel of 3.